So I'm back, and we are going to be starting the front of page 4. So for page 4, what we're going to need is you are just going to need one piece that is 6¼ inch by 12, and you're going to score at 6 inches, and that is going to go right here on this side here. And it's just a little booklet that we're going to stick here for photos. And you're going to flap that over just like that. So again, for this one, we will need to go ahead and make a hinge. And like I've explained before in the video, you're just going to take one piece like this. Okay, so you've got probably lots of strips like this, and you're just going to cut it at 1 inch. Go ahead and score down the middle. Okay, so I made my hinge. And so for this part, what you're going to do is you're just going to go ahead. Again, we're going to place that hinge right on the folded edge of this little booklet that we made. Okay, and you're going to go ahead and just place that folded part right up against the folded part on the booklet. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to put some glue down here. Grab my hinge, stick that on top of that there. And again, this is one piece that is from a 12 by 12 piece of paper. You're just going to cut it at 6¼ by 12. Okay, and then you're going to make your hinge. And I'm just going to go ahead and cut that just like that. Okay, so now you have your hinge for your book, and I'm going to go ahead and scoot that over just a bit. Like that, and I'm going to go ahead and stick it on here. Okay, and so you're just going to go ahead and grab that. And we're just going to go ahead and stick that right on the edge here, just like this, right in the middle part. Okay. All right, and now to keep this closed, we are going to go ahead and put our last magnet on top of this. You're going to need your magnet, and just take the backing off of there. Here, you're going to just stick it right there, okay? And then and that's the negative one. The positive one, you're just going to go ahead and let that rest right there. And I don't know why I took that off, but then you can go ahead and cover that, and there you go. So we are just about done. So if you wanted to, you could definitely stick some glue on there so it'll stick down. Okay, just like that. So there is the front of page 4. For the back of page 4, we're going to do a belly band, and you are just going to need a piece that is 2½ by 9½ inches. You're going to score a ½ inch on the right and left of each side of the 9½ inch, and you're going to go ahead and just place that right over on top of there. Okay, and what we're going to do is we are going to go ahead and lay down our mat first. Okay, so we'll lay down our mat first. Now, some people go ahead and they do place their belly band first, and then put their paper, slide it through, and tack it down. But I do it this way, so it's just as easy. So we're just going to go ahead and cover this page up. Okay, just like that. Okay, and again, I'm just going to go ahead, make sure that that is all nice and burnished down. Really good. Alrighty, so now we're going to go ahead and we are going to push that down, go ahead and adhere this down. So I'm going to go ahead, place this down here. And we're going to go ahead and just put that down just like that. Okay. And then this, I thought we would go ahead and either put it like that, put it like that. That's so pretty. I just love these flowers. Or you could use this side here. I thought that was really pretty as well. So, but I just love this side with the lace. So I think I am going to go ahead and use that side there. And put some glue on here. Make sure I got the corners really good. And I'm just going to go ahead and lay that down just like that. There we go. So there is that. And then for the bottom piece here, I'm going to use the Heartfelt Creations Elegant Pocket accent die, and I'm going to use that corner piece right here to put corner pieces on the sides. I'm also going to be using the top piece and this piece for some of the photo mats. Okay, so I just wanted to let you know I will be using this beautiful set. So there is your belly band. So for the belly band, I thought it would be really cool to like put a few a few mats inside. A few mats you can put down here that will slide into those little corner pieces that we put down here, or you could even do a hanging one. So for the hanging one, basically you're just going to go ahead and grab your piece of paper, okay, and you're going to go ahead and just score a 1/2 inch up here, attach this one to here, and it would just fold over, okay, just like that. Alrighty, so we are going to do that, and I will, once I get that done, I will come back and explain that to you, and then I'm going to go ahead and cover the front page of page 4, and then we will be able to put our pages inside of our book. So yay! Hi guys, so now we're going to get ready to create our flowers using the Small Wild Rose stamp set, okay, along with the large Wild Rose stamp set, and that looks like this, okay. So there's a large one and then a small one, and the small one comes like this, okay, and the large one looks like this, okay, like this one I have on my platform. We're also going to be using the Small Wild Rose dies, the large one and the small one, and here is the large one. So this one matches this set here, okay. This one matches the small set. All right, so that's how that's what we're going to be using there. You do get a leaf, and you get one leaf in the larger set. Okay, so if you didn't have leaves, you can use that one for both the small and, you know, of course, the large set, because it comes with it. So the other thing we're going to be using is the Heartfelt Creations Deluxe Flower Shaping Kit. I know that this is over at JSN Hobbies and Crafts, so you can go ahead and check it out, see if it's available. And okay, so now I'm going to show you how I arrange my stamps on a smaller sheet. Okay, and you can use a bigger sheet if you want to, but if you're just trying to get rid of scraps and you have little ones in your scrap pile, this is how I usually do it. Okay, so this might mark because I've already put the ink on it, but that's okay. So we're just going to go ahead and set these on there like this. Alrighty, just like that. So I know that that's where I need to set them. And then I'm just going to grab my little platform here. And there we go. So that it makes it easier for you to place them around on if you have a large platform. Okay, and some of you may have the Misty or maybe the Tim Holtz platform thing. I use this one from Fiskars. So yeah, so and it works just fine. So next I'll get my ink, and I'm just going to wet my stamps here. Okay, and I'm not pressing really hard or anything. Alrighty, I'm just dabbing a little bit of ink on them. So the other ones came out a little bit more juicy because it was the first time I think we used the ink. So yeah, so okay, so there is the ink on there, and I just want to make sure that I got it on there right enough on the little thingamabobbers. So now I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to go ahead and turn this over, and we're going to go ahead and stamp this. So scoot it over a little bit, make sure that my stamps are around the edges, and I'm just going to press down, and there we go. So yeah, so there's that. And now I could add another leaf here and a few other ones here. So I can definitely just take these flowers off. Go ahead, grab my green ink up my leaf. And I'm sure y'all know how to use these stamps, but you know, for people who are new, just giving a little bit of tips here. So if you have a smaller acrylic block that you're using, it will be easier. You know, you'll be able to like actually see where you're, you know, you don't have to use the big one. So there's a side. Oh, I was going to tell you. So you can also use, you know, these strips that you have in your scrap pile. Okay, you can use these for the smaller ones. So and you can use these not only for the smaller one, but you can also use these for your leaves. So if you wanted to do leaves, you could just, you know, do 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way down, and you would get plenty of leaves doing a whole strip, couple of strips, right? So before we cut these out, I'm just going to do the little ones too. Okay, so I'm just going to grab that. And there we go. So that doesn't look half bad. That's pretty good. So yeah, so okay. So now that we're done with these, we can go ahead and I'm going to set these aside. So they're a little juicy. I'm going to let them dry. And I'm going to go ahead and stamp some more, and then I will come back on and I will show you, you know, how we're going to line them up and cut them out with the die, and then we'll go ahead and we'll start making our flowers. Hi guys, I'm back. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and cut out the images that we stamped. But first we need to go ahead and lay down the dies on top of this image, okay? So you're just going to grab your dies, okay? And you're going to find the right one that fits over that particular stamp. So like the middle, the smaller one, this one is, I believe, the right one. See here. Okay, I gotta find that. See this little, see that little niche right there, right here. Okay, that right there will match this one, that stamped image right there where that little niche is. Okay, so I know that that one goes like this. Okay, and it lines up perfectly, y'all. So yay. So that's how you're going to do that. Now, if you want to get them to stay down, you just add some washi tape, and I just usually add like a little bit of washi tape to them. Even though I have the magnetic sheet sometimes, I don't know. I think it's just me. I just feel better when I feel like it's taped down. So the next one we're going to do is, again, you're going to find that little niche, and there it is right there. And you're going to match it up to the flower that has the little niche. So they make it nice and easy for you to know where they line up. Okay. So that's where those are going to go. And again, I'm just going to grab a little piece of tape. Okay. And I'm just going to set it like right on the outer edge here. Okay. Just like that. And then for my leaf, I'm just going to stick that right there. Scoot that up a little bit and over. And there we go. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to put my plate on top of that and cut those out. All right. Okay, so you don't have to like go back and forth. You can only go, you just have to do it one time and it cuts that out. But I did it this way because it's easier for me to reach. So now these just pop out like butter, as we say, right? So, yeah, so just like that. Okay, so that's how those are going to be cut. Now, you do the same thing with the little ones, okay? So again, I'm just going to grab my, my die, okay? And I'm just going to go ahead and stick those around just like that. And I'm just going to go ahead and place some tape right up on top there. Okay, this one's pretty easy to gauge of where it's supposed to fit because it's the big one. And so now we're going to go ahead, and I have a little visitor. So all right, so that's how I'm going to do that. And then again, I'm just going to grab my leaf, and I think I already have some tape on that. So I'm just going to go ahead and grab my leaf. Whoops. And I'm just going to stick that leaf. Grab that. Okay, right there. And I'm just going to go ahead and lay that down. And those should cut out pretty good. So, again, you don't have to do it twice. You could just do it once. Okay, it's easier for me to reach when I roll it back through, but I just want to show y'all that it cuts out really good. Just one time deal, it cuts it out really, really good. No problems. So that, just punch them out. So cool, you guys. Oh my gosh. Okay, so before you cut them out, if you wanted to ink your flowers, you could just grab your inks and then just go around them lightly prior to cutting them out. So here I am just using the Distress Ink Victorian Velvet, and I'm just going around my flowers very lightly, not really putting a lot of pressure on them. And then once I'm done, I'll go ahead and cut these out and we'll put them together. Okay, y'all, so now we're going to go ahead and we're going to form some of our flowers, okay? And to do that, for the big one, we're just going to go ahead and we're going to turn this over, just like this, okay? And I'm just kind of squirting some water on there so it'll soften up a little bit, okay? And what you're going to do is you're going to grab your stylus. Okay, you'll need the larger ball and then the next one down, okay? And what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and go around the tips of your flowers with the big ball, okay? Or I'm sorry, with the small ball, with the smaller one, okay? So you're just going to go ahead and go around like this, okay? Just around the whole, like the whole end of that flower, okay? So the whole end right in through here, okay? And you're just going to go ahead and go around that whole flower there, just like this, okay? Now, if it doesn't slide very easily, just kind of, if you need to add a little bit of more water on your flower, your paper, that's fine. Because I think I might have to in certain areas here. So, okay. So that's how you want to do that, to get that tip to form like, you know, back like a rose. Okay. So that's how you're going to do that. You're going to flip this over. Okay. And with the larger ball, you're going to go ahead and just press down in that middle part and bring it inward. Okay. So press down in the middle part, bring it inward, middle part, bring it down in towards the middle. Okay. And this kind of helps your flower form. Okay. So you still have those ridges, you know, in at the ends here that are kind of folding back, and that's what you want. Okay. With these bigger flowers, you can definitely put your thumb in the middle and kind of shape them a little bit, just like that. All right, and then that can be set aside to dry. Okay, and you're going to do the same thing with these two. So I'm just going to go ahead and fast forward. Okay, so for your leaves, okay, you're going to do the same thing. So we're just going to go ahead and wet our leaf here. Okay. And I'm going to grab my smaller end here, and I'm just going to go around my leaf. Kind of curl those in a little bit. Okay, just like that. So now my leaf looks like that. And then you can definitely just bring that leaf, just follow that little line down the little, what do they call like that, the rib or something. So you can definitely do that, okay? And then turn it back over, and you can, again, just go around that, okay? And, you know, you can definitely form these with your finger too. Just like that, okay? And then just set that side and it'll dry. So the little tiny flowers, okay, you can do the same way. You can go ahead and you can just go around the outer edge of that. And I'm just going to go ahead and put that one there and get the third sides down from the kit. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to spray this down. Okay. Now you can definitely, you know, you don't have to put them together. You can just do them single. So, you know, you don't have to always put your flowers together. So, but I'm just going to go ahead around the edges of this. Okay. So I'm just rounding the edges right in here. Turning this over, and I'm just going to use my larger one and just kind of turn it like this, and I'm done. So that is going to be my flower. So again, I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to squirt these two. Okay, just like that. I'm going to go ahead and round the edges on here. Okay, just like that. Or just kind of wiggle it back and forth so you get that little ball that you want, that little, you know, curve that you want in your flower. And turn that over. And you're just going to go ahead and right in the middle, just like that. Okay. So how awesome is that? Oh my gosh. Now, for the middle part, if you want to, you could definitely use you can use stamens if you have them, or you can use a string of pearls, okay? And for that, what you can do is I had some leftover string of pearls from the shop, okay? And I just cut them apart. So I have a whole bunch that look like this, okay? And then, of course, you could just, you know, stick those right in the middle, and how cute is that, right? so that is so cute. So we're going to do that. For the larger ones, I'm going to stick probably a few of them in there, you know. So I'm going to go ahead and stick these ones together for you, and then I'll show you what I'm talking about. So for the large one here, it's already dried, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to grab our art glitter glue. Okay. And I'm just going to put some art glitter glue right on the back of this one. Alrighty, just like that. And you want to off-center your flowers. Just like this. Okay. So just like that. And I think I might go ahead and turn it this way. Okay. Just like that. Alrighty. And then your third one is going to go right on top of that second one. And And turn that so it's right in between there, just like that. Okay. And you can definitely use your stylus to help you, get those in there like that. All right. And again, you can maneuver these, however you want. If you want to make them bigger, you can make them bigger. Then what you can do is you can get your second little ones, right? And you can definitely stick those inside of there, just like that. If you wanted to do that, you could make more foliage in there. Okay. You could grab another one, stick another one in there, and make it bigger. Okay. So it's definitely up to you, however you want to, do your flowers. So for this one here, I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to grab my glue. Alrighty. And I'm just going to go ahead and put some of my beads inside of here. And I'm just going around there. Go ahead. I'm not sure how many will fit in here, but we're just going to add them until we can't fit anymore. Okay, so there is that. How cute is that? Oh my gosh. So that is so cute. So the next thing I wanted to let you know is you could definitely, if you have a Wink of Stella pen, okay, to add some, glitter or whatever you would like, you could definitely jazz it up and squirt some of that on top of there to, add some, glitter to that, some shine. Okay, so there is that. And the other thing you can do to add shine to these, okay, is you can grab your crystal stickles. So I'm going to grab my Stardust stickles and see how that works. I also have crystal right here as well. So, yeah, so you can grab these, okay, and you can definitely add these to your flowers as well. It will make them so super cute and so sparkly, you guys. So how cute is that, right? So now you've got some little sparkles. Whoops. So now you've got some little sparkly on your flower. And you can do the same thing with this one here. So let me go ahead and add. I think I added a little bit too much of the other. But I'm just going to go around the tops here. Okay. And I'm going to, on top of my Wink of Stella, and I'm just going to add some to the tops, and then I'm going to rub it down, I'll rub it in. So like, I'm just going to rub that in all over. And so there you go. So I think that is going to look so pretty. So yeah, so you can definitely add some of that stickles to your flowers. It will make them so pretty and shiny. So there is that in that one. And let's see here. You know, if you have other things that you can use, you can have, you know, if you have like any type of, what is that called? Like a glitter or anything like that, you can add that to your flower too. So, yeah, so I'm just going to bring that up, show you guys real quick how pretty that is. Gosh. So yeah, so you can definitely do that with your flowers, okay? So, and you can do that with your leaves too if you wanted your leaves kind of sparkly. So you could definitely add a little bit of shine. I'm just putting it lightly around the outer rim and then patting it around the outer edge there. Okay. You could take it inside of the leaf if you want, but I think that looks really good. So, alrighty, so there is that. So I'm going to go ahead and finish up some of the flowers and let these dry, and then I'll be back and okay guys, I'm back. So went ahead and finished up all of my pages. So all the pages are done. And then I just wanted to show you the back of page 4 real quick. So I just made a little booklet, okay, to fit back here. And that comes out like this. And I went ahead and just put some little borders up on the top and bottom because I'm going to fill the rest with little photos. And then I papered this down here. I left the back white and then covered up the front with that little house. I just love that house. So that just fits right inside there. And then again, I'm going to go ahead and use those corner dies for the sides here, down here. And we are ready to put in our pages. So, okay, so to do that, we're going to go ahead and we're going to take off the backing of all of, or just the one hinge, okay? So we'll do the first hinge there. And I'm going to go ahead and put some glue on my hinge. I just feel like it helps glide the page on a little bit better. So I'm going to go ahead and just stick some of this glue on here. Alrighty. Whoops. Go ahead. Put the glue right there on top of your tape. Okay. On both sides. Just like that. Okay. And then I'm just going to grab my finger and I'm going to glide that on there. Just right onto the tape. Okay. Just right there. Okay. And then I'm going to grab page 1. I'm going to slide my hand inside of page 1, and then this should fit right on your hinge. So you're going to open it up as you're putting it on. Okay. And you don't want to go all the way down to the edge of your hinge. You just want to bring that page right to the end of where we have our adhesive. Okay. So I am just making sure it's okay. So I am just making sure it's right on that adhesive, and then I'm going to turn my book this way and make sure that the page is on the back part is again even with the adhesive, and make sure that my page is not all the way down to the bottom of that hinge. You don't want it touching your score mark, your score line. Okay, and I'm just going to go ahead and grab that and burnish that in. Just like that. All right, so there is your page. And then you can go ahead and turn that over. All right, and then you're going to do the same thing with the rest of the hinges. You're just going to go ahead and remove the back. Put your glue right on top of that tape there. And like I said, I do this because I feel like the page slides in better. You have more time to maneuver it around. Okay, grab page 2. Okay, open that up. Slide my finger in there or my hand inside. Open that up as I'm putting that onto the hinge. Okay, and I'm going to turn it to face me so I can tell that it's on the tape there. Oops. And I'm just going to go ahead and burnish that down. My finger. Turn it over. Make sure that the other side is okay, and whoops. Okay, what the heck is going on there? I'm gonna do page 3 and 4, and I'm just gonna go ahead and fast forward through these. my pages in my book now. So there's page 1, there's page 2, page 3, and page 4. So those are all of the pages. Yay! So now what we're going to do is we are going to, and this will close just like that. So it'll hold everything inside, and you still have room to put your pictures and all of that, you know, memorabilia, whatever you would like to put in here. So you have plenty of room for that. Then now what we're going to do is I'm going to decorate this beautiful album that we did, and I will see you guys over at the walkthrough, okay? So thanks so much for joining me, and I hope you have fun decorating. I'll see you soon. Bye.